Alrighty guys, got the rad set up just under here. I moved a bunch of stuff. Originally the rad's gonna go there, and that's where it's gonna go back once we get set up here, but this is the hot coming in the top here, and so far it's kind of just holding its own. I'm not seeing any real heat yet. I do have the fan set up just here on a battery pack. I didn't put the big blue one on there yet, but eventually we will, hopefully. I'm going to try rearranging the rad because there may be airlock going on, but then again, we got so many little kinks like this one where we have issues. I just hope it's going to work out for me. Here comes a bubble flying around. Just got to get this liquid super hot. Because it's circulating, it's taken a really long time to heat up, as far as I can tell. Because the fireplace is, I got the damper fully open, so it's burning hot. And I got it pressed down on the situation here, so it's got like a bluish tinge to what's going on there, so hopefully everything goes well. There's only a little bit of air left in there, as far as I can see, unless it's all trapped in this rad. I may move this around just to see what happens, but I'll get up and show you. We got the scorching fire going on here. I gotta load it back up because it's probably burned down. But so right now this is still open, and I'm shocked that water's not pouring out of the top, but that turned out to be good. So I got my finger right on the aluminum, and it's I can't really burn myself here. It's getting there. Now this mortar and pestle is hot. I can hardly keep my hands on that, and that's the weight of that thing's holding the aluminum block down, and it's getting there though. Check the fire here, see what. Oh yeah, I gotta poke it back a bit. I will do that. And one more thing to check under here is I got that USB light that I was using last night, and just want to see what the flow is. It looks like it's moving. Everything's moving, so it's just going to take a while, because that little heat source, which I planned it making the heat source really small. That way a lot of it will be dissipated before returning to it, and that's kind of the goal. So as soon as this water gets super warm, I can permanently get these kinks out of here. But that's again me dealing with used stuff and not new stuff. But that's the way it is. Budget tiny house. So I'm gonna poke the fire, throw some more logs in, well, little pieces of wood, whatever. Pinching that one's really got some bubbles moving. That's good. I'm just glad nothing froze overnight and broke my rad or anything like that, which is really, that's what I was worried about. But so far so good. Like, the rad is not even lukewarm yet, but it isn't cold, freezing cold like it was in the trailer when I first got here, so I'm guessing the heat is getting there, but it's just slow. But yeah, I'll get back to you guys once we get going. It's pretty cool in here, so on the feet still. 39 degrees Fahrenheit, and I haven't done the outdoor temperature yet, but also 9.5 Celsius inside. Hey guys, it's been about an hour or so since I last shot any video. It's now 42 Fahrenheit, 42.6 or 42.7 Fahrenheit inside, or 11 degrees Celsius. Now, one thing I've noticed on the setup, guys, for the radiant heat system is as soon as I shut the pump off, the circulation pump, this aluminum bar gets very hot. So I think, oh, and also I've been messing around with it, so when it gets real warm, I turn the fan on, or not the fan, the pump back on, and it immediately cools off the aluminum bar. So because of the situation, it's got to heat up quite a bit of water as it's circulated through that heat source and go from there. Now this granite mortar and pestle thing is pretty damn hot, whereas this aluminum bar I can put my hand on, and the granite is sitting on top of the aluminum bar, so go figure, right? So I don't know if there's air inside the aluminum bar that's doing something, but who knows. Anyway, I'm going to shut this circ pump off. The fire's still going. I just want to see what happens. As soon as I shut the pump off, the level here drops down substantially, and then when it does, I'm going to close the shut-off valve, and then that way it'll give it more pressure to circulate throughout the rest of the tubing and all that nonsense. So we'll see how well it goes. Now these tubes are fairly cool, so, and what's the aluminum bar doing? Getting really warm right now. Super warm. There is fluid in there. If there's air in there, I'm gonna have an issue, but if it does make steam, it should make its way up and out of this thing. Though this is shut right now, or no, it's open right now. I'm going to shut it once this level drops down a bit, but so far so good. See, this aluminum bar, I can barely put my fingers on it now, just like the mortar and pestle. So I think I may need a larger heat source for this thing, or a heat sink, I should say. A larger one of these bars anyway. That way more fluid, ooh, I can't even touch that now. That way more fluid can stay in there. So what I'm going to do, since this hasn't dropped down to where I'd like it, I'm just going to shut this valve, and then I'm going to plug in the circ pump again. And then I'll take my glove back off and see, it's almost instantaneous. I can now put my hand on here and we're not having any issues. It's cool to the touch. So yeah, that's quite interesting. So I guess I'm just gonna keep running it, feeding the fire, and go from there, guys. It seems to be working out. I did, let me grab the camera here. And I do have the rad, whoa, I'm zoomed in. I do have the rad position there. And I kind of got the hoses, it was centered, but I don't want to kink the hoses at those spots. And then I have just a little fan running off an 18650 battery, or a power pack, blowing through there, but I doubt this is getting warm yet. Still fairly cool. So I may need a larger heat source there. It's just the way it is. But I got to top off the fire. I know I got to poke some more wood back and then add some more. But that's the way things are right now, guys. So